Here we go. Being live streamed. Got it. So they're going to miss the top three. You ready? This week on the Media Virus Podcast, everyone needs a mean friend. If you can't make friends, the infection team is here for you. Just ask staff writer Bill. As part of our ongoing series on old fat white men, the executive director of the North Carolina Apple Festival has resigned after comments on Juneteenth have come to light. And can you guess what 27 loyal years employed with the Burger King will get you? Hint, it ain't dukedom, it's getting duked on. All this, and in B Block, any question on Roe versus Wade has been settled. It's Wade, because you can't row if it's overturned, on this 86th episode of the Media Virus Podcast. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Let's point and laugh at the world burning around us. With executive producer Mike Latoris. We'll do an intro, we'll do an outro, and then do our wrap. BBC correspondent Stanley McFadden.
Makes me tingly in an unfamiliar way.
And the Scorpion Goddess.
I'm a Scorpio, but secretive. I just don't say a lot of shit.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rockdeath.
I had no, but I was, I kind of wanted to, and whoa.
That's new.
Hot damn, do we have a fucking show for you people this week. I am Maddie Rockdeath. Welcome to the Media Virus Podcast. Thank you for checking us out. Please like, subscribe, follow, share. Both the executive producer of this program, the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris, and I would really appreciate it. Isn't that right, Mike?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. How you doing, Mike?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Getting ready for our favorite game in C Block and the big B Block this week. It's a big, big B Block.
It is a big, big, big B block. And we would like, both of us would like to also remind you that if you guys want to hear opinions that you agree with, this is probably not the show for you. Let's not forget our metaphysical reporter, the Scorpion Goddess, Juliet Everett. How are you today, Juliet?
I'm doing so fucking good because I'm kid free for the night, baby.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
shit.
paint the town red.
And then he's going to paint you white. All right. So, and our BBC correspondent, Stanley McFadden, a.k.a. Big Daddy, a.k.a. Dr. Dre, specialist in big dickology and a PhD in fuckonomics, along with his sidekick and side bitch, the lovely and talented Doctor. How are you guys doing today?
Doing all right. How you doing?
I'm fucking great, man. And the doc, how you feeling?
I have less bodily autonomy than a corpse, but other than that, I'm good.
Well,
that means since I am 3/5 of a person and she has less bodily autonomy than a corpse, together we make one person. That's why we're calling together.
There you go. There you go. I am so sorry that everyone is being forced to get pregnant. It's terrible. It's terrible. People should have control over that, and the fact that you don't is mean. It is mean, and sometimes you need a mean friend to kind of explain things to you.
That's right.
And I stumbled upon this, and it was sometimes I throw out articles to be like read, and sometimes I just throw out articles just to make a quick joke. But this one I found kind of fascinating, Mike.
Yeah. Who needs tough love? All of us, according to new research. There's an importance to having a mean friend. Typically, we all want a friend for support. Unconditional, uncritical, and unwavering support. Okay, that's not completely realistic, but new research suggests it may not even be healthy.
You need somebody to tell you no, or that you're being an asshole once in a while.
Absolutely.
I feel like that is what a real friend does, though, because if you don't, then you're just enabling and you're not really like looking out for your friend's best interest. If you don't tell them no, you're being a fucking dumbass right now.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Maddie has a whole team of friends that get together once a week for the sole purpose of telling him that he's an asshole. So
That is true. And I actually orchestrated it myself. I was like, I know I'm an asshole. I want to share it with the world. I want people that already know I'm an asshole to kind of just listen to me talk about the asshole things that I come up with. And yeah, so, but I'm also that mean friend that will, I will wish you a very happy 75th birthday without knowing what your actual birthday, what actually, I mean, I can assume, I can do basic mathematics on people, but, I'm just a mean-spirited individual. I think that's part of my problem growing up is if I could make my dad laugh, I wasn't in trouble. And my dad's got a mean-spirited sense of humor. So anytime I could, if I knew my dad was laughing, I was okay. Now, and my mom was laughing. She was a little bit harder to make laugh. Because her humor was more sexual in nature, and her jokes used to embarrass me.
Right.
Right. And she used
hard to have to play as a kid.
Yeah, mean sexual jokes is a pretty
They make your mom laugh.
sexually.
well, they weren't necessarily. But what I'm saying, wasn't the point I was making, kind of, but it was the point that I was making is that she was a little bit harder because growing up, her humor embarrassed me because I was going through puberty and had no idea what was going on. So all the sexual references that she would make,
like,
and
Matt,
then one day,
I have direct knowledge of where your penis comes from. You're fucked.
Right, pretty much. And and so it came up at the dinner table one time, and I knew my mom, like, I was trying to make my mom laugh, and it was something. It was the priest molesting scandal was going on. I went to Catholic school. They were kind of just jokingly asking me if I had been molested, or if something of the effect. And I came up with, well, how come you didn't like Father whatever his name was? And I was like, I mean, he seemed okay, but I think he was gay. And they're like, why do you think he was gay? And I was like, because his dick tastes like shit. My father lost it. He laughed his ass off. My mother was so ungodly upset at me for saying that.
No.
And oh my God, I was like, she's like, you gotta go. She's like, sent me away from the dinner table.
You gotta go.
She just felt uncomfortable laughing while you were in the room.
Yeah, I mean, from what you said, it sounds like that joke would like play right into your mother's. It sounds like she would say, yeah.
Yeah, she really wasn't into the gay humor and scat humor. Like, this was back in the 90s, when maybe scat humor wasn't, I know old fat white men do enjoy, scat humor.
Well, there have been stories.
My Latin friend, Mr. Senor Sanchez, likes scat humor.
So, the executive director of the North Carolina Apple Festival is getting a lot of backlash over his comments on Juneteenth. And this seems to happen to a lot of old fat white guys because they're them. The executive director of a local festival is facing backlash after a Facebook post about Juneteenth. The post included the text, "There is really no excuse at this point in 2022." Oh, I'm sorry. This is somebody's comments on it. I apologize. We'll get to the post in just a moment. "There's really no excuse at this point in 2022 not to know," Crystal Cawley, a local activist of the Black History Collective of Henderson County, said. The since-deleted post read, "The post office is closed today for some made-up holiday that I never heard of. Just when is Old Fat White Man Day? I really want to celebrate this day."
25th.
Right.
Didn't we
That was a good
cover?
one.
That was a very good joke. December 25th was the joke that she made for those that didn't hear. But didn't we speak on this last week?
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing in the window.
Or was it no. It was
That
it
was
wasn't the guy
different?
that was a different guy with the thing in the window.
Yeah, that was the insurance.
Okay. There was the insurance agent with the thing in the window because I had this.
Different races. 'Cause
There was a
there's more
different.
than one.
It was a different racist, and I remember I got uncomfortable, and the reason that I got uncomfortable is because I had a really racist joke loaded for the AI bit, because the artificial intelligence
Mhm.
was developing racist and sexist tendencies, and the joke I was going to make was, you can't blame AI for being observant, and I thought that was extremely funny, but after the story, I was like, I don't
Right.
feel comfortable making that joke.
But
And
this week it hits more as an observation than a joke.
Right. This week, I'm just kind of recapping last week, so it's okay.
The status was posted Monday by David Nicholson, the executive director of North Carolina's Apple Festival. I feel like he wouldn't have said that if it was not a holiday based on African American history, Cauley said. Juneteenth commemorates the end of slavery in our country. It became a federal holiday this year and was observed on Monday, June 20th. Right now, only 18 states recognize it as a state holiday, and North Carolina is not one of them. As a black woman, Juneteenth means freedom, Cauley said. Nicholson quickly apologized after facing backlash online. Another message posted just hours after the original post said he was sorry that he offended anyone and that he was trying to be sarcastic. To someone,
Yes, sarcasm. Right.
yes,
Like Donald Trump.
to have someone in a place that will go to a social media platform publicly and use sarcasm concerning a federal holiday, especially Juneteenth, which commemorates the end of people who were enslaved, Cauley said. Nicholson also sent the following statement to News 13, and the ABC affiliate that we were pulling this story from. I had never heard of Juneteenth until yesterday. I had tried to go to the post office and it was closed. I came home and Googled, why is the post office closed today? When it popped up, I, trying to be sarcastic, posted the note to Facebook.
Mhm.
I certainly have learned my lesson and a lot about Juneteenth over the past day. As for the old fat white guy, it was just me being sarcastic. When I posted it, I had no idea what the holiday even was. Seriously, I had no idea.
No, you fucking did. Because you said you went home and you looked it the fuck up.
And he Googled it, right?
And you
like,
Googled
come
it.
on.
Let me explain to
Comment about where's the holiday for white people.
Right.
but hang
So
but the
clearly you knew what it was.
Right.
there was I guarantee you there was a Google Doodle. I guarantee you that when you went to Google, the
Yes.
Google fucking
There
logo,
was. That's right.
Yeah, there
the
was
Google fucking
too.
logo. That's all you gotta do is click the Google
No.
fucking logo, and it'll tell you every fucking thing there is about Juneteenth and why it's a federal fucking holiday.
But hang on, wait. Let me also point out the issue here is that this guy is less enlightened than Matty Rockdeff. I mean,
Shit.
He doesn't even know how to use Google right.
I mean, if Matty Rockdeff is calling you a Neanderthal, like you
That
need
says
to
a lot.
think about your life.
Well, I am just glad that the North Carolina Apple Festival fixed this problem.
That's
because we can't have anything besmirch the reputation of the North Carolina Apple Festival. Do you know how important it is to American culture that the North Carolina Apple Festival makes that we can't be making comments like this?
The fuck is
How
the
would-
Apple Festival?
How would anyone know that this guy is the CEO or executive director? What was he again, Mike?
He was the executive director on the board of the North Carolina Apple Festival.
You know why? You know why people know that? Because he has that shit listed on his account.
Probably. Yeah.
His crowning achievement is
Hey,
being.
y'all, I'm the executive director on the board of directors for the North Carolina Apple Festival. And I was hoping you'd all come out and eat some apples with us next week when we have our Apple Festival. We're going to be down there in the middle of town on Main Street. We're going to block off the street and have some carts full of apples all over the street. And you can come by and eat an apple. We're going to have caramel apples and cut up apples, and you can eat some apples whole. And I think there's going to be some apple pie.
Apple butter, and apple sauce, and apple fritters.
I tell you what, I saw this thing.
I'll
in the
tell
Sears-
you what, Bobby.
I tell you what, I saw this thing in the Sears catalog. It was an apple core, right? So I ripped out the order form of the Sears catalog and I filled it out with my name and my address and my phone number. And I took it down to the post office. And for some reason, the post office was closed. And they said, and I was like, well, how come I don't have a holiday just for me? Is literally what this guy's thought process. Like, what the fuck were you going to? Who goes to the goddamn post office? Listen, unless you're an eBay seller
I do.
or like own an Etsy shop, there's no reason to go to the fucking post office. They'll come to you. They come to you every day.
If
All
you
you got
turn
to do
that
is
little red flag up on your mailbox, they'll usually take whatever you put in there.
Or you
who-
can even like set up pickups online as well.
Did he not
Unless-
notice?
It's media mail. You cannot have media mail picked up. You have to bring that to the post office.
Wait, there's a
That's 'cause
joke
it's-
somewhere about taking whatever they put in there.
Roe v. Wade did.
Ah, yeah.
Roe v. Wade made it so that you have to take whatever gets put in there.
Speaking of Roe v. Wade, we'll be talking about Roe v. Wade in
thank
our
God
B
it's
block
coming
today. But before that, Burger King, when you're there for 27 years, they do not make you a Duke. They Duke on you. And we're going to watch a
They don't make you a
little bit of
Duke.
proof. They Duke on you. So I'll share my screen because this is a video. And
So this has been going around. I had to do some research to find the original video so we weren't like fucking reading somebody else's fucking story.
okay. So here we go. You want go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's so this guy's been,
Thank you very much. And I also got a bag of Reese's.
27 years of service, man.
From Starbucks. Thank you guys. And like a lanyard, 2 pins, and a couple of key chains, and 2 lifesavers. So it's good to show what their appreciation for loyalty and for all you've done for the company. This is my reward for working for 27 years. Thank you guys.
Well, at least he's gracious, right?
I mean, he was gracious, but I just kind of want to go over some things. The bag. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but that really nice bag that he was given.
That looked like a hospital bag.
Well, it was clear.
It's one of those clear bags that you have to use when you work someplace where they make you take something in so that you're not they can see that you're not stealing anything in your bag.
Yeah, they don't want you stealing shit. So here's a clear bag so we can see what you bring in and out of the place. Your breath stinks. Here's some lifesavers. I'm sure you worked there 27 years. Nobody took a minute to get to fucking know you or give a shit about one movie ticket. One. They couldn't afford a pair of movie tickets. He's got to go to the movies by his fucking self. One movie ticket. A bag of Reese's.
At least,
Now,
at least he can take the bag of Reese's into the movie theater.
Not in his bag, he can't.
not as clear bag. Well, from what I understand, like the people that actually work at the movie theater don't give a fuck whether or not you bring snacks in.
It's management who actually.
It's management, and they got to be walking around like I've literally my wife has walked in with almost a book bag that she called a
Usually
purse
do that.
full of shit. We always go. here we go to that Brandywine Center, and there's that Christmas tree shop right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christmas tree shop. You can go buy all the candy you're going to pay $4 at the movie theater for $1 a box.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just sneak that shit in. Like literally the same, the Swedish fish, snow caps, whatever the fuck. I think they do that shit on purpose.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Or a lot
That's
of people don't
probably
know
where
this.
the movie theater goes to buy it.
I tried to go into the movie theater in Newark. I went to the Dollar Tree first, same deal. Guy, he searched my purse and would not let me in with my snacks.
What?
He made
You
me
look
throw them
guilty.
out. What?
You looked
You-
guilty with a giant
You look
bag.
you look guilty. You got hit by management. It was a manager having to fill in and wanted to be a fucking asshole. That's all that was.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
That's literally all that
I've been
was.
to the movie theater with Misfo City, and we brought in Popeyes and McDonald's and a 2-liter and snack
Oh, yeah.
store. We brought in fucking Thanksgiving.
I think I might have sat next to her on a bus once.
That's not possible, Mike.
Listen, anywhere you sit down, you're sitting next to her.
Have you ever taken like every once in a while I'll take the bus up to New York City. It's the cheapest, easiest way to get there. Because the train is way overpriced, but that's another conversation. But there's always some asshole who brings the most aromatic meal that they could possibly.
Oh my
bring
God,
to
yeah,
a
like
Onions and
half hour-
curry
cheese.
chicken, like
on,
curry
a 2.5
chicken or something.
hour bus ride, and they break it out about 35 seconds into the ride.
Mhm.
Warm onions and goat cheese.
Yum. Smells so good.
So real quick, let's poll the room. Weirdest or best thing you've snuck into a movie theater to eat.
My date.
Yeah, I was trying to leave a name out. Yeah, I'm with him.
Moving on.
It's like, how can I do this without saying her name? Oh, date. That's it.
Once the joke's been made, there's no reason to keep.
No, let's just move on.
All right.
Let's just move on. Well,
we
it
did
is.
have we had some follow up on this guy that Matt sent along. Comes from TMZ. The guy's name was Kevin Ford. He's the Burger King employee who hasn't missed a day of work in more than 27 years.
Wow.
That's insane.
And he's
Notice
been
they
flooded
didn't
with-
say Burger King general manager.
right.
Notice they didn't say Burger King district manager. They didn't say shift manager. They said employee. He's been working the fries for 27 years, and he's wondering why that. He's like, oh, it's some kind of shock that he's not appreciated. I got an idea. Let's put out some resumes, guy.
Well, he's
But
been
he-
flooded with job offers. Kevin Ford, who went viral after posting a video of a mediocre gift bag he got on his work anniversary, tells TMZ potential employers have been hitting him up left and right, offering a wide range of career changes. Kevin says
Who the
he got-
fuck remembers the day they got hired?
usually your employer.
Yeah, but they got it. Like you have to do the research on that shit.
And
Not for nothing.
and not for nothing. All of the guys that work for me do, because that's the day that they get mad that I haven't given them a review and then ask why they haven't received a raise yet.
That's what I was
so-
going to say. You should know the day you're hired because of your annual raise.
There's only one job I ever had that I knew the day remember the day I was hired, because it was in a cabinet shop. It was my first day as a professional cabinet maker, and I was terrified because it was in fact my wedding anniversary, and it was like my 4th or 5th wedding anniversary, and nothing ever good had ever happened on that day.
Wait.
I don't have to clarify that statement anymore. Nothing good happened on that fucking day, because
So,
I go ahead.
Carpenter and wedding. So something got hammered and nailed?
Hey yo. Very, very good. Oddly enough, I left on the exact same day 5 years later.
Huh, how about that?
And I went from being the 3rd guy in the shop
Yes.
You left what, Maddie? The job or your wife?
The job.
Oh, okay.
It was 10 years after that I anyway, I left on that same day. I was there for 5 years exactly. And that's the only reason I remember the day that I was hired. It was because it was in fact that day. And I was terrified that I was going to lose a finger or get into a car accident, or like, it was one of those fucking things. And something bad happened on that fucking day. We didn't celebrate. We didn't, hey, do you want to go? No. Nope. You know, but
Take the day, stay at
Not for
home.
nothing, but that sounds like a divorce already.
just waiting to happen. We actually think we were
Yeah.
cursed. We were cursed on our wedding night by somebody at a, and it doesn't matter. Anyway,
That's a story for another time, folks. But as I was
By
saying,
the maid of honor.
Kevin says he has had job offers from a company that restores cars, but he said that's not really his thing. While he lives in Vegas, he says one job offer rolled in all the way from Charleston, South Carolina, where a manager at a restaurant told him it would be an honor to work beside him. The manager's pitch, which Kevin also turned down, was working at a beachside restaurant with unbeatable tacos. Kevin tells
Love
us he has
tacos.
no plans to leave his steady job at Burger King, but if he ever gets the itch, he's got help. He says a woman from Texas who specializes in resumes reached out, offering to craft him a new resume gratis. And that means for free for all you dumb fucks that listen to us. There is one place Kevin would leave Burger King behind for. He says his dream job is making music. In the meantime, Kevin's GoFundMe is up to $162,000 and counting, including a $5,000 donation from David Spade. And he says he's got real estate agents in Vegas offering to help him buy a home, with one offering to give him up to half the commission to seal the deal.
well, good for him.
Yeah.
That's very, very good. I'm glad he's trying to stick it out with Burger King. He's trying to make it to 30 years. He wants that other movie ticket. You know what I mean? Like,
If he can hang on for 3 more years, he can actually take his wife to the movies.
that's the carrot. You know what I mean? He's like, oh shit.
I just don't
But-
understand like why he's so hell bent on staying. He's not
Right?
appreciated. Why would you like? I just don't get it.
Sometimes
You're
you
getting
just gotta
offered
make
What do you
better
mean not
job.
appreciated, dude? He got 2 packs of lifesavers.
Man, that's
Dude.
bullshit.
Sometimes
bag,
you gotta
not-
finish
dude.
some shit.
It wasn't a
Teacher appreciation week.
it wasn't a little bag of Reese's, dude.
Sometimes they give
It was a
The
big
stuff they gave him is something you would get at like the end of the school year from your teacher.
it was a big bag of Reese's. Okay.
Oh,
And we don't know that
they
movie
go.
ticket.
They went on like a extravaganza shopping spree at Walmart and spent what, a whopping $10
Well, they listen.
It was that bag
you-
that you can share with your friends, though.
Oh, what friends? He can't even share a movie ticket.
and the movie theater's got
Who's he
one of
gonna
those
share the
reclining
theater with?
seats. It's one of those reclining movie theaters. So he's trying to get that other movie ticket. Good for him. I wish him the best. Coming
I
up in
wish
the
him to break free from his stubbornness.
No, I don't. I like stubborn people. Coming up on the other side of this, we have some Just the Tips, which is going to be preempted this week so that we can bring you Stanley's special report. And I'm not reading that. Not doing it.
Come on.
No,
Maddie, what's the special
I'm with Maddie.
We're doing a special report on how it's okay to be racist to people that you don't agree with for some reason. Or what did you want to call it, Mike?
I wanted to call it, and I've worked this out with Stanley because he actually made the statement first. His special report on the coonery of Uncle Justice Thomas.
I'm glad
Oh,
you
boy.
pre-qualified that with the black guy's permission.
We're
So
also
that's what
gonna-
we're going to
We're also going to talk about row your ass to an abortion state if you need one.
All right. Well, that's on the other side of this, guys. Hope you enjoyed the A block of the media virus. Come on back for the B block. And in the C block, we are going to actually be doing something. I forget. Oh, yeah. We're going to play the game. Everybody's favorite game, 15 questions of death. I wish I didn't know. Take us into the B block there, Mike.
Well, on the way out, I can tell you that tonight's episode is brought to you by our own Scorpion Goddess. Scorpion Goddess is now back on YouTube with her show, What's Up with the Planets Tarot of the Week. Watch the Scorpion Goddess break down the weekly astrology forecast and see what the cards have in store for you. The Scorpion Goddess has been providing spiritual healing for 20 plus years using tools like tarot, astrology, Reiki, meditation, witchcraft, and more. Be sure to visit the Scorpion Goddess's Etsy shop where she offers homemade products ranging from protection oils and smoke cleansing tools to Scorpion Goddess's yearly astrology journal. For more insight and information, click the link in the description of the episode where you can connect with Juliet the Scorpion Goddess via social media. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and comment that the Media Virus podcast sent you. And this, just in, the Scorpion Goddess is offering a 10% discount to all products when you use the code MediaVirus10 at her Etsy shop. Look for the link in the description of this episode. Ladies and gentlemen,
Speaking of, I'm just real quick. Speaking of oil protection, nothing protects your engine like Quaker State. Just wanted to put that out there. Go ahead.
that's right. Quaker Sludge is the way to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Media Virus podcast. If you want to reach out to us, you can do just like Stanley and the doc have done this week. You can dial in on 1-646-VIRUS-01. That's 1-646-VIRUS-01. You'll get to talk with the infection team, and maybe we can be your new mean friend. Find out in the B block. We'll be back after this.
My shot